one to play with. There's always PartyPoker.com, where the world plays poker.
Team USA goes through. Carlos Bocanegra has come back part from a 4-1 chip disadvantage heads up. And tonight we see who will face them in the quarterfinal. Will it be Canada, led by a man who's won more poker tournaments than any other player in history, Daniel Negreanu? Or Australia, with a footballer who's used to the limelight and a captain known for the biggest mouth in the game? This will be one hell of a match. The shirts are on and two more sides are limbering up as the worlds of poker and football collide on the poker table. Tonight, the last quarterfinal spot is up for grabs. So let's have a look at how the draw has panned out so far. Quarterfinals still set in the top half of the draw. Germany, Sweden, Northern Ireland, and Holland all through. And in the bottom half now, very dramatic win for the USA, pushing them through to the winners of Canada versus Australia. And who can't wait for that Republic of Ireland v. Denmark match? Someone will be a hero, and for others, it'll be heartache tonight. Remember, only the table winner can treble their team through to the next round. Now Canada has one of the strongest players in the world leading them through the tunnel. Let's see who's on Team Canada. Here with two members from the Canadian team, Captain Daniel Negreanu and Jason DeVos. Now, Daniel, how does Canada stack up on the poker scene?
Well, frankly, there's tons of great Canadian poker players. It's really cold there. Anytime you've got a cold climate, you've got people indoors playing poker, and there are some exceptional players coming out of Canada right now.
Jason, has Daniel given you any tips? What's your poker experience like?
Minimal, to be honest. I like a lot of footballers, I'm a big fan of poker. Most guys after a game on a Saturday can't sleep at night, so invariably you're up all hours watching poker on TV, and I'm lucky because I've been able to watch Daniel and Evelyn as well, both firsthand on television this week. So
nice.
Tried to pick up a few tips along the way.
Daniel, what's special about this event? Is it the team format, or is it playing for your country?
Well, frankly, the only reason I'm here is because it's not for the money, clearly. It's for the fact that I get a chance to represent my country. When I heard that, I jumped at the chance. And I just think the whole idea is fun, and I think it really puts poker, from a fan's perspective, in a place that is just so much more exciting when people can actually have a rooting interest for their own country, and it relates to poker. It's awesome.
Well, you like to talk at the table. The opposing captain, Tony G, he likes to talk a bit too. What do you know about him?
Oh, Tony G. I've talked about Tony before. Tony, away from the table, is actually not a bad guy. I didn't know this until recently. But at the table, he's just a complete jerk. He's rude, he's obnoxious, he's loud, he's got poor behavior, all the things that you don't want to have in a poker player. But again, as I said, away from the table, he's not so bad. My worry is that he's going to try and pick on, Jason and Evelyn. And if he does, he does.
So you've got a strategy worked out for him.
Right. I'm going to bully the bully. That's my plan.
Well, the Australian captain has been talking the talk. Can he walk the walk? Let's check out the Australian team. with 2/3 of the Australian team. Tough team here, Captain Tony G and Mark Bosnich. Now, Tony, how does it feel to be representing Australia as the captain?
It's a great feeling. The team's bonding. We're linked together. We're a unit. We're going to win this.
Mark, you're known for your competitive spirit on the pitch. What's your poker experience like?
It's nothing in comparison to these guys. I've played a little bit, and I had a good upbringing, but playing traditional poker with my father on a Friday night and all his mates. But I'm a little bit of a novice here, and I'm just going to sit down and listen and follow orders. Like Tony G said, we're going to listen to the skipper.
Has Tony given you some advice then?
No, orders, not advice.
Now, Tony, you guys are up against the Canadian team. What do you know about Daniel Negreanu?
I've played a lot of tournaments with him. We've had a lot of clashes.
Any special strategies for him?
Just play my game. Daniel's a great player. It's fantastic to be here, and it's a great experience in life to play the best players in the world, and it's in a team event like this. I'm all for it. I support this. It's great.
It's going to be a great match. We've been looking forward to this since we've seen the draw. We'll let you guys get into the tunnel, and let's see how the teams are going to line up tonight. Looking at the formations, two top talkers are the captains with Daniel Negreanu and Tony G. And of course, Evelyn Ing, a very strong player as well. It'll be interesting to see how the seating works out with the Australian captain on the left of the Canadian footballer. How's that going to play? And the exact same situation for the Canadian captain with the Australian footballer. Of course, each team member, Parg, starting off with 100,000 in tournament chips. Those yellow chips worth 1,000 each. The blues are 2,000. The reds are 5,000. And we've seen a couple different strategies as far as fast play, slow play. Blinds start off pretty small, Parg. What do you think the pace of this game is going to be?
Well, this heat is going to be fantastic, Jesse. Tony G is, in my opinion, one of the best players in the world at this particular format. He's one of the best players in the world at any format, and certainly on a tournament level. But this one-table thing, he's almost made his own. So, I've seen him play countless heats in this kind of situation, and he's very, very rarely puts a foot wrong. He gets a tremendous read on the guys he plays against. And he's tremendous. He's tremendous value for the punters.
And there, of course, Daniel Negreanu, who's considered one of the top players in any discipline. But does he have experience in this format? And can he adjust?
Well, all great players can adjust to all kinds of situations. We've seen the soccer players adjust to poker, for God's sake. But, Tony G will probably be more of a specialist in this event than Daniel would. It's funny, I mean, you say that Daniel is maybe numero uno in the world. I mean, Tony G will tell you Daniel isn't numero uno at this table. That's why it's such a great game.
What will this match hinge on?
I think... I'd say I'd guess Tony G is probably going to have he's going to probably go after Daniel, because he'll reckon Daniel is the big danger.
Notice both team captains, Parg, have position or to the immediate left of the footballers, but look at this, Evelyn Ing, the very first hand she's picked up the pocket kings, and she'll check to make sure she's really got them. What?
Raise to 5,000 total.
Well, she's gone for a big load right away.
Pass.
Quintuple the bet.
Pass.
And she wouldn't mind getting some action.
I thought you made it 5,000.
Look at this, Parg.
Oh my God.
Evelyn Ing's compatriot Jason DeVos has the two ladies the first hand.
Well, it'd be a lot worse for Canada if it was Tony G had the two kings. And DeVos had the two queens.
Oh, Tony G in and well. I think he's got suited connectors, Parg. 5-6 of hearts.
Well, if he gets there, he's going to get well paid off here.
Ace Jack 4.
There's a chance for Tony G. He might even win this pot.
Everybody's missed. The king's still good right now. And
5,000.
DeVos could put a little bit of a scare into Evelyn here.
Pass.
And he did. Nice plate.
Pass.
Now, this guy DeVos, he's been around the football world a bit, but everywhere this guy has been, they love him. I mean, he's one of these guys that gives you 100%, and then he digs and he finds another little bit. He's been captain of his country. I know he's very proud of that. I think he played for them 49 times. But, any guy with his kind of credentials, I mean, he's going to have been coached by Daniel and Evelyn, so I'm expecting a strong showing from him.
Of course, the rules for this team tournament, just a little bit different. Let's check out the different slant of the ball. Each player kicks off with $100,000 of chips with